Hello, welcome to Laxin at the Lair, episode number 58. I am Chuck Gibson. My co-host is
Travis Dowdy with our very special guest,
Tram from Part Weapon.
Hell yeah.
Tram. Yeah,
That's right.
What a great that was a great show.
Awesome, thank you.
Fantastic set, really. I thoroughly enjoyed it.
And there was two of them. One of them is driving up the mountains right now.
He's
God help him.
chasing some snow.
Yeah,
anyway.
shout out to Kip, though. Like,
Oh, yeah.
Sad-
he
sad
came
he's not
down and
here.
played the show. That's awesome. But how did you find out about the Lions Lair?
Oh, my God. I think the first time I came to the Lion's Lair, the bar was not there. Where was it exactly?
No, the bar was, it was, but we had booths around here. And
Yeah, but
the
it
booths
was
were up here.
like the bands would play behind
Yeah,
the stage. They would have to like walk in
Picture
behind the
this.
bar.
This is where the booths were. It was that way all the way across.
Yeah. So
You had to step up, and there was the booths, and the bands would play in the booths.
yeah. So it's I've known about this place for a while. I mean, when was that?
That was in the 90s.
No, because I wasn't
think it
here
was
in the
like
90s.
2005 when we did the remodel, something like that.
Oh, okay. There you go. So yeah,
Early 2000s, probably.
early 2000s.
Yeah, actually, all what we tore out, we put it all back into this stage.
Oh,
So-
So
really?
this is still the original, like, wood
Yeah,
from
there's
the...
a time capsule right there.
well,
Oh, wow, I never knew that. I find out new things every time. Like, and we've been hanging out for like 6 years, man.
We had a little problem with the booths. We had to get rid of them.
Sure.
What was wrong with the booths?
They had holes in them, and they costed a lot of money to fix. And I'm like, oh, let's just buy tables.
And so y'all just kept that one over there.
Yeah, we kept one.
No, cool.
So people were taking them. I know somebody has one for his breakfast nook.
Nice. So when you first started when you first came here during that era, were you already playing music at that point, or?
I was, but I didn't play here. But I have vivid memories of bands playing here. Yeah.
That's awesome.
So how long have you been playing music? I mean, when did you start?
A long time. How long have you been playing music? Yeah, a long time. Decades.
My first paid gig was 93.
Whoa. Nice.
This is
$10.
Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
No, I got $10. I was laughing.
This is a question I always like to ask whenever we have musicians come in.
Yeah.
Is like, what was kind of that first? It's a two-parter. What was kind of that first inspiration to start pursuing that? And then two, I'm so sick of the question of, what's your favorite band or favorite song or whatever. What are you listening to right now? That's been kind of just catching your attention, whether it's this week, this month, whatever.
All right. What I've been listening to right now has been King Crimson.
Yes.
There we go.
Didn't they just release like a new thing or something like that?
No, No, I don't
No,
think
they
so.
didn't. No, I was just talking about it with somebody yesterday, and that's why it was in my brain.
Finally,
Yeah,
That's what it is. Their tour. I was talking, I think, to you and Mark about that the other day.
finally, it's a band I know.
Right.
Everybody sounds like, okay, what is that? But
So where did you first find that spark to make you want to do music?
Well, my uncle had a guitar and an amp. He had congas. He had like all this percussion everywhere. Anyway, so he.
awesome.
I would go. He was in the neighborhood, and so I would just go over to his house and plug the electric guitar in and just make horrible noises in it, and I still do that.
I was going to say, you're still doing that right now. It's horribly amazing.
Yeah.
I definitely wouldn't call it horrible noises, though.
Oh, but I was like,
You got to put amazing on the end of that.
Yeah. So, but when I was a kid, I was like, I just the electric guitar was just always, pretty magical instrument. Like I played acoustic and stuff, but I really like the electric guitar. Just
And then you get a new pedal, and then all of a sudden you're like, wait, whoa, this is different.
yeah.
I saw you guys had a lot of pedals.
Yeah, I'm always rotating in and out pedals. It's a problem.
Have you made them before? I know musicians that have made their own pedals.
I can't, no.
Oh yeah, I was just checking because
Hell no. I mean, you gotta. It's like you gotta specialize. That's right.
So how did you kind of like find this sound that you and Kip have? Like, where did that kind of journey start versus kind of other stuff you played? Kind of
great question.
In your evolution of music.
Well, I mean, I think I always was like looking. I don't know. Like when I was a kid, I was really.
Say whatever the hell you want.
I was really into Jimi Hendrix, and like it just, I'm just have always been into like soundscaping stuff, I like not necessarily, like our stuff is pretty wet, and yeah, so it's always been like an idea that I've pursued like ever since I've been playing guitar was like. I was like, well, a guitar doesn't necessarily have to sound like a guitar. It can sound like a keyboard or whatever. So I'm always looking to make new sounds.
Well, you definitely have like a lot of like reverb repeating that creates that like deeper like element, kind of almost an essence to it or atmosphere.
Yeah, totally.
And where would you kind of like? I hate the conversation of pigeonholing yourself into a genre or whatever, but like kind of like where in your mind like where do you kind of put yourself?
I have no idea. Like,
it's kind of fog, psychedelic.
I guess
I should answer that question, but I can't. It's like beautiful noise.
I call it post rock.
Nice.
Post rock.
Post rock.
And like I don't know, like there's shoegaze. There's just so much stuff that I'm inspired by and influenced by. There's some like 80s.
That was actually my next question is kind of like in your brain, like what do you think is like kind of like the biggest inspirations for the sound that you have right now?
Well, that's a great question. I mean, it's one of those things like the longer you play, the more you kind of like are like, oh, I'm sounding like myself or I recognize myself in my playing. So I don't even know. Like probably a weird, like the touchstone for this band, for me at least, and Kip to some degree, has been like The Cure, which might seem like not immediately.
No,
obvious,
I got a little bit of that with almost like some balance and composure and like some kind of like other like soundscapey like kind of stuff like that and like
I mean that's just like
vibe shit.
I just love it, like especially like Disintegration and just they'll just have a bass riff that just keeps going and going and going, and they just build and layer around it.
You guys are very unique, and you got your own sound, and I love that.
The tone that Kip has on that bass is bonkers, man. Like it's so cool.
Yeah, I wish I could speak to that, but I cannot.
So, how long have you two been playing music together?
Like on and off for like 13 years, something like that.
Wow.
Yeah.
Under this current entity?
No.
Okay.
No, we played in a band like 2013, 12, 13.
That's 13.
And then he went to Gunnison for a while to grow weed.
Hell yeah.
And that didn't work out. So yeah. So we came back and we hooked up, and we were like, it was actually our first gig was supposed to be that April when COVID hit. Like we were we had a gig. I think it's like a Moe's barbecue or something like that. It's like and then COVID happened, and we're like, well, are we even going to do this? I don't know, but we just kept playing and writing. And
I remember the COVID year. It was March. It was St. Patrick's Day on a Saturday, and they said, nope, shut the city down.
Yeah.
I had to close my bar. It was the saddest day of my life.
I moved here right at the end of March of 2020, and I was like,
where's the party?
Right?
But it's amazing how many bands and how much good stuff came out of COVID because people were trapped.
Yeah.
And like, it's amazing. Even I became a better musician.
For sure.
I think we're just now getting into that true wave of what artists were dealing with and going through and how they're going to be releasing their music.
For sure.
Right now, there's still resonance of it, and then what's going on right now in the world. Like, I'm so excited for where music's at right now.
Me,
when things are dark, music's always there.
For sure.
By the way,
yeah, you have a good point. Like when people had the woodshed, right? You know?
they had to like each other, and like if you're sitting in a room with another musician, you're like, maybe we should play. Like instead of sitting here watching TV, fucking.
Exactly.
Are you originally from the Denver area, or?
No, I'm from Atlanta.
Okay, yeah.
Originally, yeah.
I'm originally from a couple hours south of you in Jacksonville originally, and
oh well, my parents live in Amelia Island.
yeah.
We don't have to.
We don't have to get.
We don't have to go on that tangent.
Yeah,
but we
Fair
got.
enough.
Yeah.
But how long have you been here?
Like 20 years, 25, 20.
Yeah, it would have to make
something.
sense to be there for the early 2000s to find this place,
Yeah, it's like
before the
2000.
remodel.
Yeah.
Awesome. Like, what brought you out here during that
I
time?
was in a band in Atlanta, and the bass player, and he was also the singer in this band. His girlfriend got a job in Boulder, and they were like, "Do you want to move?" I was like, "Sure."
Fair enough.
I was like, "Why not?"
Slightly better summers, I'd say,
It was
than
Boulder.
Atlanta.
It was a good choice. It's kind of nice up there.
I mean, like I had gone. I went to college in Santa Fe, and lived briefly in L.A. And so I always wanted to go back out west. You know.
Yeah.
Did you study music when you were in college, or
No.
no?
Studied the great books of the Western world. That's another topic you probably don't want to talk about.
Well, I'd definitely like to talk about that off mic.
Yeah, we can do that.
For sure.
Oh my God. Well,
So,
anyways.
you guys have been playing together for, at least now 10 years almost
Yeah.
at this point. So, how did Part Weapon come about? Like you said, it was Part Weapon like that post-pandemic project that you guys decided to start on, or?
No. It started pre-pandemic. Probably. I was playing with some guys. What happened was I was like putting a band together. Kip came back from Gunnison, and then I kicked everybody else out.
That was going to be my next question, is how did you end up as a duo? So I guess that answers that. That's awesome.
I once left a bass player in Conifer. We just pulled over, threw his bass and his amp out of the fucking van and said, "Adios, motherfucker."
It wasn't quite like that, but
No.
it wasn't that dramatic. But it was sort of like,
But it was
oh,
like the
that's
vibes
right.
aren't matching,
Well,
like-
and like when I played with Kip earlier, I was just like we kind of vibed, and and we had like
Chemistry's a lot.
Yeah, we had a connection, and so yeah, and I knew he was one of the few people who would be like, yes, I will do an instrumental project.
Right.
Yeah.
'Cause everybody wants a singer.
Me. No, I don't know what you're talking about.
Not every singer, but
Speaking of that instrumental element and that it's just the two of you, could you dig into a little bit on your production of how you're doing your drums? Are you mostly doing that digitally with Ableton or something like that, or are you live recording? What's kind of your process for those backing tracks that give that depth to it?
Yeah, I program them in Logic.
Logic. Okay. Yeah. Absolutely.
Logic. But for the for our album, we hired someone to.
That was going to be my question, because I was just listening to It's Mystic is the album, right? Mm-hmm. I was listening to that this week, and I was like, I know that they're a duo and that they perform live with a backing track, but these drums sound live, and not programmed based.
Yeah. We sprung for it,
How long did it take you to record that?
Oh my God, too long.
Yeah.
It was like a year, maybe a little less than a year, but
Yeah.
But yeah,
I had.
I'm just now ready to maybe.
I had a
some
kid. Well,
Sweet.
Slim Cessna's son, and he showed up.
George,
and he's like, "Hey, I got my band." And it was his computer. He recorded the whole band and then sang and played with it. It sounded like the band was there. And that was the first time when I'm like,
No.
Do you need a band?
I mean,
He's like, it's a lot cheaper.
I think it's I'm not of one mind or the other with it.
No, but that was my biggest question because it does have a live that analog texture to it that I was like, I don't think this is just programmed. So that's really cool. That
it's powerful.
Well, I mean, now what you can program
is crazy.
It is. I mean, because like they have, it's pretty deep, and you can't.
Yeah, I got a message from somebody that said, "You've been AI'd," and I was like, "What the hell?"
Yeah.
Please don't make Chuck Gibson AI. Please, just for the general audience, don't do that. No. Don't do that. Or me.
Computer age, basically, it's fucking amazing what we can do.
But what I will say is that like in being like, okay, we're going to program the drums. It's given us a little leeway to throw in electronic stuff and electronic drums, and because I love a shitty drum machine.
Oh, I mean, 808s are a gorgeous thing when used right. You know, like or a shitty drum machine.
Year programming. So it's not like, oh, I just gonna hit this button and then it's gonna play my drums for me, and it's not. It's a lot of work. I don't think people know what goes into it. Like, that's another hole you can fall into. It's just like the whole electronic drums and synth and all that good stuff is like, I'm like, can I learn all this? It's like no.
But just focus on the elements that are important to you, and kind of just piecemeal it. How old is that Mystic album now?
I don't know. 2 years? 2 years? A year and a half? Maybe 2 years? I don't know.
Because I also heard you say you're just now kind of thinking about going back in the studio or releasing new stuff.
Yeah.
You kind of have a plan for a new album. We don't have to get into the details of it.
It's not a plan so much as like, oh, we've got material. We've
and the time is right.
We played it, live, and it feels. I mean, like, it's been workshopped enough now that I think that
you're comfortable with the idea.
Yeah, it's just the whole like, oh my God, we're gonna go back and sitting there while I mean, it's fun, but after
hopefully it won't take a full year this time. Kind of thing like. Plan better.
When you head in a studio, you got to be ready because they charge $100, $200 an hour.
Well.
So if you're like, oh, I sit there with the band and we're like practicing in the studio, and I'm like, no, let's play right now.
Well, our producer,
that's who you're working with.
Kyle Jones, he's very discursive. He loves to talk, so you'll come in there and you'll be like, all right, I'm ready to do some stuff, and he'll go and like pull up YouTube stuff on synthesizers and all this stuff, and you're just like, okay.
I thought we had the plan.
like I love the deep context you're giving me, but I'm ready to rock. I looked and all these, but no, he's great. He's a real cerebral.
Well, I mean,
we even got a shout out from the audience about mass respect for Kyle.
Recording, we're really lucky. We got Pat as our engineering here. It's like you got to have good chemistry with whoever you're engineering with and whoever's recording you. It's almost like a band. Like if you don't have the chemistry and you go in a studio, it can suck. It really sucks. But then last time I was in the studio, I was with my friend Thomas. I don't know his last name. He's gonna be pissed off, but he was amazing. It was just one.
Yeah.
It was just a different experience.
I mean, it's a lot of. I mean, it's so much fun, but like.
It's a different kind of grind.
My only memory is just like of the end of the process where like I'm just like trying to mix it, and that's like the worst.
I've been on a few recordings, but have you ever listened to them afterwards?
A little bit.
It's so funny because you like play it over and over and over and over and over and over, and you're doing shows and everything, and then you record it, and then it's like I listened to it once or twice, and I'm like, okay.
Well, you're so sick of it by that point because
you judge it?
Beat the hell out of it.
Way
for
too
sure.
much.
I don't want to. It's like I've gotten a lot better since that. Since I recorded that. Like.
All right, I got a couple questions. First of all, what was your first paid gig? And how much did you make? First time you got paid, they're like a professional.
Paid like a professional? Never. No, I'm kidding.
How was the last?
I mean, I figure it was somewhere in Atlanta, and it was probably not that much. But I played
In a band or
yeah. Are you talking about like where my
your
first
first
job?
time where you got paid money?
Oh,
to play music?
I was to play music. Well,
Yeah, like
yeah.
what you're doing.
It was probably but it wasn't much. I remember like in the early 2000s playing at the 15th Street Tavern. I don't know if any of you guys remember that. I remember getting paid for that, but yeah,
I got paid there a few times.
yeah. They have the post right, and they had the post right in the middle of the stage. So you'd be like, well, which side are we gonna? Who's going on what side of the
The
post?
first time I played 15th Street, there was a bum sleeping on that post, like the whole show. It's like he's just like nobody gave a shit. I'm like, well, okay, let's do it. And we're punk rock. But 15th Street's a great. It was, that was. Martinez, and I'm trying to remember the two that owned it. But Wolfgang Puck bought that.
What? Did he really?
Tore it down, made it a parking lot.
That's
just want you to know that.
That's crazy.
Yeah, but also, what is the craziest gig you've ever played? Like it could be anything, like something insane,
positive, negative, wild, whatever.
Wild. It's a great question. You've been playing for a long time. So
it is a great question. I'm just trying to think.
Stupid.
I'm just trying to think what. I don't know. Like shit.
Could be the most memorable gig. Like like I said, it doesn't necessarily have to be negative or crazy wild. But what's that first thing that comes to your mind?
I think I don't know. Like the first time that we played the Fox in Boulder was. That was pretty cool. I mean, it was like I was like the sound on stage is like insane,
sound?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
It's like like millions of dollars,
right?
Sound system and stuff like that. So,
your first theater gig is was that like the first kind of venue like that you had played?
For sure, yeah.
That's cool. That's iconic.
We played like the second UMS or maybe the third. Back when it was just like in one, it was just like at the Bluebird, I think. I'm not sure, but it was just like 7 bands.
How do you feel about UMS now that it's been announced moving from kind of the Colfax Broadway to the Rhino thing?
I mean, whatever.
I don't know. I was in an underground band for, since 93. They never invited me. Actually, they did invite me to play, but I had to pay them $300.
Jesus.
I swear to God. The guy goes, hey, you want to play UMS? I'm like, sure.
Well,
he's
keep an ear out for Colfax Carousel because that's a way better little mini festival.
We have to pay you to play.
Yeah, no.
We just started laughing and walked away. It's
agreed. But we got to see if we can get you on the Colfax Carousel thing. That was really fun last year, and it was 4 different venues down here on Colfax.
All the bars packed.
I mean, now's the time.
Right? Especially with everything that's going on in Colfax. We got to give as much love to all these businesses down here. Sadly, I'm not one of the organizers, so I can't promise shit.
Oh, okay. Well, in that case.
No, but I happen to know one of the organizers. So
all right. Well,
my friend Sarah.
If you're watching.
Sarah, it was so good. It just, who organized that, she was just like, I got to do something. And she doesn't even own a bar or anything here. And she got 3 bars, like, hey, we'll charge, I think it was like $7 a bar or $25 for all 3 or something.
Let's go catch all the different bands of the different
absolutely
venues,
amazing. It blew up. And now she's like, well, I guess I got to do it again.
Very cool.
Yeah, I mean, the Colfax project, and I usually stop myself, but it has done one thing for our people around here. It's got us to become neighbors because we all have to survive.
Yeah.
And it's been awesome.
Yeah, between the pandemic and that, there has been this unity.
I'm sure that had to be a double whammy.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, well, we were promised a lot.
Well,
I'm not going there. Anyways, but I guess it's time to change into the second phase.
Yeah, let's talk about the good things going on in Denver.
Is brought to you by Fuck Yeah Tequila. Fuck yes. and my
If you
friend
have not
Chad.
checked our episode last week with Chad, that was I genuinely think one of the best interviews we've done. Like, it was actually emotional and kind of deep, and it was really, really fun. I really enjoyed spending time with him. So please go check out that episode.
I'm a proud to have him as our sponsor.
Cheers, Chuck.
He pays Pat, so thank you, Chad.
Someone's got it.
Oh, and that's before we get into the next section. Like, it was Pat that I know had been talking to you guys for the last few months to make this happen, and I was so stoked when he sent me your music and all that. I've been diving so deep into it. I really appreciate you guys, and that Mystic album is so damn good. If you're not listening to it, go find it on Bandcamp. It is incredible.
Well, thank you.
It's awesome sound. Never seen you before or anything, and like I walked in a little late, sorry, but oh my God, you have a lot of sound. It is like powerful.
We're like, yeah, how much sound do you want? We'll give you a little more.
As long as you got Pat, you get all the sound you want.
Well, and anytime Pat's backing up a guest, I'm like, oh, this is going to be fucking great.
Yeah.
Like, I trust his opinion. Shout out to our producer, Patrick, the true magician behind this show. Like, he's incredible.
Nagel.
All right. Do you have? Do you want to start, Chuck?
Oh yeah, I have to say that there was a good thing going on.
Pat,
in Denver.
get ready to make fun of him.
Oh yeah, I'm just fucking with it. Good thing going on in Denver. I was in this bar at 6:30 in the morning. And
Is that a good thing?
6, and the guy's like, "Hey, can I come watch the game?" And I'm like, "Oh shit, the hockey game's on." We ended up opening up at 7 this morning because that's legally when we can serve alcohol. And man, what a great day. USA. I'm sorry.
Well, you're
Yeah, hold for the booze and the dunce cap that I joked with Pat about that he's going to put on Chuck.
I got thrown out of Canada for a year for tax evasion because I tried to stick my band. So I don't drink Canadian beer, and I don't eat Canadian bacon and
poutine.
I think that's about it. I get my maple syrup from Vermont.
My dear God.
Yeah, but yeah, that was and I think it really. I mean, it's just USA, but it was like it brought back a lot of memories. I actually was working at a gas station, which is now Pete's Cafe or Pete's.
The second one
on 12th and Columbine.
Yeah.
It was a Philips 66.
Oh, yeah.
And I had a black and white TV, and literally there was 30 people in 1980 watching that game. And one guy knew the score, and nobody else did. We threw him out. He's like, I don't want to tell you what happens. And we're just like, literally, get the fuck out of here. But it was like, it brought back that moment. I mean, it's proud for the United States, and just like, I don't know.
It feels a little different right now.
It's not really a good thing going on in Denver, except for it took me 35 minutes.
It's cool it was for the first time since 1980, but it feels like it's not the same country. You know what I mean? Not to get into the politics of it.
And I was listening to the radio here, and there's a lot of bars where nobody's left. So it's like, holy crap, be careful on your way home tonight.
Right. I got a couple things. One of them is to shout out. I know we normally try to talk about things that are coming up, but the first one I want to bring out is something that just happened this Friday. And shout out to Lair, awesome employee and bartender and musician. Poison Politics played here on Friday and tore the house down.
Yeah.
So please go listen to Poison Politics. I know that they have some other gigs coming up, I think, so hopefully. The new release drops on Tuesday. Hell yeah, man. I'm so stoked. Yeah, if you've ever been in Lair and you know Rich, not only is he a great human being, fantastic musician, and they have just been doing some work in the studio in the last few months, and their new release is coming out on Tuesday.
Excited.
Shout out to Poison Politics. The other one is another show that's coming up. I brought it up last week, but since the show is coming up this Thursday, I want to drop it again.
Please.
It's a show at Cervantes. I'll be there. If anybody that's watching wants to come say hello, would love to meet you. But it's Indo Beats, Coolin, and my boy Drip Drop opening at Cervantes Cervantes on Thursday, the 26th. I believe show starts at about 8. Tickets are only like, $20, and they're playing at Cervantes other side. And if you like good, deep, dark dubstep, would love to come and meet you and go support great local musicians. So,
yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, I was trying. Well, I didn't have much time to think about good things going on in Denver today. But I'm just glad I made it through with my voice. But
I think it's just been a long weekend for all of us.
No, and I think a good thing going on is this bar.
100%.
I think like the last couple of weeks have been very emotional around here, and we've had a lot of really good shows and a lot of good people like you come through, and it really makes me proud. I mean, Thorne's out there; he's one of the owners, and
I didn't even know any of the bands that were playing last night, and I was here hanging out, and all of them were fucking fantastic.
The
like
last
it was,
band,
it was so good. The last band was so good. Pat, please give me text on who that is, or edit that out.
Anything else that's good going on in Denver?
Well,
No riots.
How about you, Trent? Do you know of any good things going on in Denver that you know of?
well, yeah. We that's my wife over there, but yeah, she's awesome. But there's the C Film Center, which is on Colfax.
Yep, down the street.
Our friend Teresa does she programs Scream Screen.
Yeah.
And it's
Thorne's happy.
and it's like really cool like horror stuff. Like they just did.
I've been wanting to go.
Yeah.
I've just recently learned about it.
Yeah.
I've been wanting to go.
It's
I gotta
great.
grab the information from you if you don't mind after the show.
Yeah, they just did the Fly,
Nice.
Frankenhooker.
Oh my God.
We just
Yes.
saw that, but Finny, my wife does she does the art for it. She's a designer.
so
We're
cool.
both
Get
designers.
a
Hell
hobo
yeah.
with a chainsaw.
Shout out to
I'll be there. That's a great.
That's amazing.
But yeah, right here. So
Oh, that's awesome. Really, I think we should go together.
Yeah, absolutely.
We gotta go. Check it out.
Yeah, and we're
Well,
going to take Thorne
Thorne
with us too, and we're going to make Thorne sit up here, and we're going to talk about it.
Thorne is one of the partners here, and he's a definitely good thing going on in Denver. And
Biggest film-
he
one of the biggest film loves I've ever
going to all
met.
the independent movie things around Denver.
Yep.
You don't think there's a lot of them, but there is.
Tons.
Yeah, and it's really cool, and I don't know.
We have members of the Lions Lair family that also work in the industry and things like that, and like
Yeah.
so it's something that we really care about, and we should definitely highlight more. So thank you so much, Tram.
oh yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, do you want to move on to our last section?
I guess we got to.
Well, this is the section where, Tram, you get to ask us a question. Could be same question to both of us, 1-on-1, whatever you want. No pressure. My general rule is I'll answer anything up until I have to claim the Fifth Amendment, even though that has burned me in the past.
Yes. You just walk up to Pat and say, "Can you edit that, please?"
Yeah, pretty much.
Which I've never done. Actually.
Well, see, I already found out where the bar actually was. That was
As opposed to sometimes the map taking you to the zoo.
It used to not be a horseshoe. It came out here a little bit, but
Yeah.
the bar stayed pretty much the same.
and now I also discovered that the reason why that there's like a little dent in the floor is because reclaimed booth wood.
It's all the old floor. We just all the 2x4s. We put them up, and I literally in 3 days we remodeled this place. Insanely.
Amazing. That's crazy.
Well,
We shut down for Memorial Day weekend. We tore out all the booths. We tore out the whole floor. We put in the stage, designed it, found a time capsule over here from 1938, which was crazy weird.
What?
There's
God,
a time
what?
capsule
Damn
right
it.
there. Look
No
right there. You
shit.
can see it's a little different.
Yeah.
There was like an old
I thought you
Swiss
put a
can,
time capsule
a
when you remodeled,
joint.
not finding one from 1938.
No, there was a Swiss can, a Slitz can, a joint, which was the worst weed ever. We put in a better one, which nowadays sucks too. That's like,
2002 weed versus.
And on the top, it was crazy. On the top was a newspaper. It was Rocky Mountain News. I'll never forget, 1938. And the headline was, DU Strangler still at loose. Do you recognize these knots? And they showed a knot. like how
Like
it was
a noose?
tied, and there like has to be somebody from the Navy. Somebody is killing people
God.
and leaving
How
them
have
tied
we
up.
never talked about
What?
this?
I had to put it back. We put it in another newspaper.
Please. How have we never talked about
I
this?
think Clinton won the election or something.
Wow. All right.
tell you what.
The DU
Insane.
Strangler. All right.
And also,
Okay, where's this time capsule now?
right over here.
It's still there?
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
hell
still
yeah.
there.
But also,
Holy shit.
that below it was an article. There was a guy that was living above a bar in San Francisco for 3 years, and nobody knew he was up there, and it fell through or something.
Oh, no.
And it, like he had a whole bedroom up there and everything. I was thinking, damn, Shorts, you fucking piece of shit, better not be living above my bar right now.
Is that the origin of the ghost? Yeah.
right, go for
Question
it.
from the audience.
Have you ever considered adding vocals?
Oh man, that's a good question.
It was not brought up tonight.
Correct.
Oh, yeah.
Question from the audience was: have you ever considered adding vocals to the band?
Man.
You
sounds
gotta
like
pay
no.
somebody. You lose a third of your wage when you hire a singer.
I mean, I think the thing is, like, at this point, it's like when you've written, you have like a body of work that is very instrumental. That I mean, there are instrumental bands who then evolve
Sure.
and bring in.
It'd be really hard to bring in
But it seems like it's really just about you and Kip.
Well, I mean, at this point, you know, but it's like, you know, it's like we do have a tight relationship, and like I purposefully, when we write, I'm trying to make interesting instrumental music.
Right.
Yeah.
You know,
That is
but that doesn't mean that I,
You know, I'm a singer.
Nothing's off the
if you need a
table.
vocalist, I will not be in your band. I am really sorry. How the hell would I sing to that? It's too amazing. Like, what am I?
don't worry. I'll just like lightly strum G chords. And,
I had a garbage
How
band
did
my
you know
freshman.
what chord I sing in, dude?
I had an absolute
I
garbage
know.
band my freshman year of high school, and all of us were Dream Theater nerds. And I was like, yeah, no, I can never sing to this. Like, we did one show, and I was like, this is never going to work. So I understand that just the right now, the instrumental aspect is the heart of the project, and seeing it keeping that way for the time being.
yeah, yes, for the time being. Like, yeah.
You can always hire me as a singer. I take a third of the profit, and I sing like
Yeah,
hell.
don't have Chuck involved in your band at all.
I was just
Well,
like,
I mean, he was
just
talking-
That's a
picturing in my
terrible
mind
pitch,
how I would
man.
sing to your music. There's no way.
Earlier, he was talking about playing a harmonica through a Marshall stack, and I'm like, I'm listening.
No.
That's fun.
Yeah.
Now that you can do, but no, he clearly has malicious intent.
I also have a wah-wah and a digital delay for that harmonica, but I ain't singing through it. I don't agree with you.
You're going places Blues Traveler never dreamed.
By the way, he cheats. He's got a delay
yeah.
pedal.
That's
I was
fair.
at one of his shows, and the engineer, my friend Ian, by the way, he said, I said, how the hell is he playing that harmonica like that? He's like, he's got a delay pedal.
All right, Chuck, I apologize, but I got to start pushing this a little
Oh,
bit.
I know,
I have a
no,
show
I'm
at the
sorry. We
Gothic to
had
go and
fun.
catch. Also, another good thing going on in Denver is Clipping is playing at the Gothic tonight, so I got to run and get over there. So
Okay.
but how can we find you? Where can we find your music? How can we find you on social media or like? And what gigs do you have coming up?
Yeah, it's Part Weapon. I think we're playing in. So yeah, you can find us on Instagram. It's just Part Weapon. We're
Part Weapon on Bandcamp as well.
Yep, Part Weapon. Part Weapon. I mean,
I like
we
it.
got the name. It's
I
like
like
it's
it.
It's on Spotify and, like, streaming sites
It's on Apple, all that shit.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, we're playing. I think we're playing in April at the Larimer. I think. But
Sweet.
But yeah,
I love this Scott. He's actually a good friend.
oh yeah.
Yeah,
I know him
Scott
from back in the day too.
Yeah, no, it's kind of, you have to support each other.
Yeah,
It's kind of a thing.
for sure.
But you got to get a gig here.
Say that one more time.
You got to get a gig here.
Well, yeah, for sure.
Gotta get you back.
We're-
Gotta get you
yeah,
back on a
yeah.
good Saturday night. Like,
Yeah.
Yes.
No, we actually did our album release here. So,
Awesome.
yeah. I love-
hopefully,
love the
same
Lair.
thing in the next one. If not, you're already elevated beyond the Lair at that point.
Pat, our
No,
engineer,
Ne-
loves
ne- never, never. I love this. I love this place. You know, it's great.
Well,
It's a truly special place. Like,
Yeah, and like there's so many places now, like Live Nation or whoever is
They're
running
AXS
stuff,
and all
it's
that
just
crap.
it's just
Like,
great to have a place where
independence.
you
means a lot.
actually like nurture the scene. You're not just looking to extract value from
Correct.
people. You
Yeah.
know, it's like talent can.
I've extracted a lot of money from this place. Absolutely not. I absolutely put a shitload of money into this fucking bar because I love it. And like I support music, and Thorne's my partner and he's amazing, and Demi, anybody knows Demi. And we just all about support, whatever we can do.
Agreed.
Well, you're doing a great job.
Well, it's been a pleasure having you on, Tram. Like,
Thank you.
Thank
Being
you.
Hip and the Party Weapon Project in general is like so good, and I'm so
That's
excited to see where
amazing.
y'all are gonna keep going and end up.
All right, awesome. Thank you.
Yeah,
And thank
all
you
right.
guys for having us. Appreciate it.
Please follow our YouTube channel at Laxin at the Lair on YouTube. Find us on Instagram as well. We tag Party Weapon and a bunch of stuff. Make sure you grab clips from their set earlier, and in a couple weeks, see the full set on the YouTube channel so you can watch it over and over again.
Yeah, because you got Pat. He's on it.
Shout out to our wonderful producer, Pat. Patrick is the true genius behind all of this that makes all of us look and sound good, and we love him so much.
Yeah. But anyways, thank you guys for listening. This has been Laxin at the Lair, episode 58.
You are?
I am Chuck Gibson.
I'm Travis Dowdy with our wonderful guest.
Tram.
From Part Weapon, thank you so much. Have a great night, everybody.
I will not be driving.